We continue in Psalm 33 with verses 4 and 5. For the word of the Lord is upright, and all his work is done in faithfulness. He loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. Just in these two verses, we hear several significant words about the character of the God we worship. Why is God worthy or deserving of our praise? Well, the word of the Lord is upright. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means the word of the Lord is true. It's trustworthy. It's dependable. There is no deceit or deception in it. That God, therefore, is trustworthy. And all his work is done in faithfulness. Another characteristic of God, faithfulness. And why is faithfulness so important? Because when someone is faithful, we can depend on them. We can rely on them. We know that we know who they are. They're going to be who they are. And we can count on that. If they say they're going to be true to something, they're going to be true to it. If they say they're going to be somewhere, they're going to be there. Someone who's faithful is someone who can be relied upon. And all God's work is done in faithfulness. And then we have three more significant words. Righteousness and justice are the next two, saying that God loves righteousness and justice. It's always interesting to me that some people seem to think that justice is some sort of newer concept in our culture. God loves justice, and that's something we hear in the Bible over and over again. And here it is in Psalm 33. And as Christians, we want to be people who are upright and people of justice, that we want things that are to be done rightly and fairly and appropriately, and that people are not wronged or taken advantage of. And so God loves justice. God loves righteousness, which is another way of saying almost right behavior. We think of someone who is righteous as someone who is holy, someone who is obedient to God's commands. And then all of this, upright, faithfulness, righteousness, and justice, but it culminates with the earth is full of the steadfast love of the Lord. And that to me is just such a wonderful picture. And I mentioned that in my sermon preview, and some of you may not have seen that. But how we are surrounded by the steadfast love of the Lord. The earth is full of it. You can't go halfway around the world and escape God's steadfast love. God's steadfast love is everywhere. And it's like the air we breathe. We can't live without it. And it's omnipresent. And so I pray as you think about God and your own journey of faith, that some of these words will stick with you, that we worship a God who is faithful, upright, who loves righteousness and justice, and whose steadfast love fills the earth and loves you as well.